fans, welcome to another podcast for the Daily News with Mike DePilla. I'm Mike McGuire, and today we are talking about the fine victory that the Chicago Bears posted over the Green Bay Packers on Sunday night. Simple question for you today, buddy. Is this victory over the Packers the springboard that the Bears need to get back on track?
Honestly, you can call me the pessimist, but I still see too many questions even in this win. First of all, the Bears secondary still got lit up in the first half. The running game never really got on track.
Nope.
What does it say when the 2 touchdown passes go to the tight ends? What does that say about your wide receivers?
It says go to the tight ends more.
And the fact that you had to take advantage of 5 turnovers from the Packers. Several of them were forced. Charles Tillman did a great job. But
punching out the fumbles. It's great to see him back.
Yeah, it was. But I'm still concerned.
Yeah, there's plenty of reasons for concern when your
you
team
see
gives
this as a real springboard towards the playoffs?
Well, I can see reasons for concern with 341 yards in the first half. They ran the ball all over the place. They threw the ball over the place. But that team came out as a different team in the second half, and they played well. Sure, they got some takeaways, and maybe were gifts. That one that Favre picked off looked like a hot potato.
That was ridiculous.
Favre just didn't want it anymore, and he threw it to the closest guy.
That was the Rex Grossman pick.
But you got to capitalize on other people's mistakes, and they did. In the past, the Bears, when they had an opportunity, they'd squander it away. And that team under Greasy didn't do it in the second half. And about the tight ends, I think it's about time. I'm glad to see him go to the tight ends. We've got an advantage over most teams with 2 good tight ends.
Yeah, I agree. I think we've been saying for a while, where the heck is the rookie? Why haven't we seen Greg Olsen catch some passes?
I'd rather see him getting thrown to all day instead of, trying to squeeze the ball to Rasheed Davis. Give it to our horses. And they did. And
I like that, but at the same time, you're going to have to get some play out of either Benson or Muhammad or Berrien.
Yeah.
Berrien and Muhammad had 1 catch each.
Mark Bradley found his way back onto the field.
For 1 catch.
Yep.
Yeah.
But 10 different Bears caught passes, though. In this game,
they
spread the ball around really well. The offense was working in that second half.
Is that the kind of performance that's repeatable for this team, though?
Absolutely. I think that's a roadmap to victory. You keep it safe. You take care of the football. You run the ball. Stay committed to the run. And what the Bears did, they haven't done in a long time, is take a few shots down the field. That pass to Des Clark, or the touchdown to Olsen. They were taking their chances. Yeah. And it wasn't just dink and dunk. They softened them up with some run and some dink and dunk, and then took their shots.
I agree. They got to go downfield to open up the running game.
But absolutely, that kind of roadmap should beat the Vikings next week, and it should, I think, put the Bears in the mix in that division.
So you're seeing them in the mix to win the division
Absolutely.
Or make the playoffs?
I think they're going to win the division.
I don't see it happening still, just because you're forgetting about how tough the schedule is going to be. The Giants won again yesterday, and the Bears got them on
They beat the Jets. That's nice.
But still, though, it's a tough schedule. I still don't see more than 9 wins going out of the Bears.
9 wins might do it. I said before in a podcast, too, that I don't think the Packers are going to be, a 10-win team. I don't agree with John Kitna either. I think, Detroit's going to be 8 wins, 9 wins. Yeah. I think it's going to be a logjam at the top that's going to be decided at the end of the season. And I think the Bears are going to be on top.
Yeah, you got next week is almost a gimme. You don't want to look ahead, but you probably could beat Minnesota.
They're all critical games, and the Bears better not be looking past anybody because they're not that good. I mean, if anything, this NFL season has shown that you're never as good or as bad as you think you are. True. Look at the Chargers. You look at a lot of different teams who've struggled, and a lot of teams who've surprised you. I think the Bears have just come back to reality after the Super Bowl hangover. I think they're going to figure it out.
All right, well, okay.
They got to beat up on their divisional opponents.
No question about it. You always got to win a division. It's true in baseball, it's true in football. But Cedric Benson, one question on him. 26 yards, 60-some rushing yards. Not even, right? Is that good enough for you?
27 carries, 64 yards? No. We got to get some production. I don't know if we want to go to running back by committee, but every time that guy stretches the ball outside, he either runs out of bounds, or anytime you see him go east-west, nothing good happens. And when he tries to go north-south, it looks like he doesn't know how to open up his eyes, and he just runs into the ass of the blocker in front of him. So I don't know whether it's him or it's running back by committee, but they got to get more production.
Because Adrian Peterson had some of the important carries in the game yesterday, including that huge first down.
Well, that's a trend we've seen all season, though. They've been taking fourth quarter carries away from Cedric. When he's pouting on the sideline in his baseball cap. So we'll see what happens, but they need more.
You think he regrets rushing Thomas Jones out of town now so he could carry the whole load?
I still think he likes the situation he's in. I think he's as surprised as anybody at his production level. And if he keeps up at this pace, he's not going to be a 1,000-yard back. So he's got to step it up even if he wants to be in the middle of the pack.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. It's certainly not, a be-all, end-all elixir for the Bears, but that win on Sunday night was a thing of beauty, and I was happy to see it happen. For Mike DePilla, I'm Mike McGuire, saying go Bears.
Though myself,